scale them down, like maybe that much. And then I'm gonna go select one of the eyes and I'm gonna separate them a little bit, like maybe one here and the other one here. Now you see that the eyes are sort of inverted, like this corner is there. I clicked on this corner, but it's showing up in this corner. It doesn't really matter, but maybe it matters. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you actually how it matters. I'm just gonna flip this. On y-axis. No. There. Now you can see they are fine. And this one is not fine, so I'm gonna mirror them on x-axis as well. Now it is fine. Yeah. Okay. So they seem okay, like they should be. I'm gonna go back and bring my body back here. Okay. So now we're gonna make a new image. I'm gonna name them eyes. And the width and height is 1024 pixels, and the color I'm gonna go and make them white, and the rest all settings are fine. I'm gonna click OK and it's gonna make my picture like that. Okay, now I want to add pupils. So for doing that I have to go to texture paint and I'm going to open eyes. Here they are. So the brush has already been selected and there are a few settings on the other side which is called fall off. Like right now if I try to write something, it's not working because it is white selected. I'm going to select black. So you see the circle is not coming out very sharp like I wanted my pupils to be really sharp and crisp. So if I go in the last option to fall off, there are a few presets over there for the brush shape. I'm going to select this last one, which is kind of like a stapler pin, like a rectangle. And I click that and see how crisp the circles are coming now. So I'm going to use that and maybe make a pupil here and the other one here. Yeah, that seems pretty good. So I'm going to go to image and I'm going to click on this pack and image as embedded data into the blend file. So once I do that and I can go back to um, my shading tab, and in this I'm gonna add a image for the texture. So I go to texture and I add image texture node, and I in that drop down box you can see eyes. So I'm gonna take the output of the image texture box and join it to the input of Principled BSDF. Now here are my eyes. I go back to layout and it's looking pretty good. So first thing first, I'm gonna move this light on the x-axis there, maybe on z-axis as well, bring it a little closer to my object there. Okay. Okay, so now we have to start working upon how to move the eyeballs. Okay, so for moving the eyeballs, first thing I want to do is I want to move the origin of my the 3D cursor. So I'm going to select this object, go to edit mode, and maybe this, select the vertices and maybe select this vertex right here. Okay, then I'm gonna go back to my object mode, and I'm going to cursor to selected. There. If I click shift and right click, then also it will do the same thing for me. Now let's see. Yeah, it seems pretty centered to me. Go back to object mode and I'm gonna add a bone here. So I'm gonna add armature single bone. Okay, so I'm gonna go to edit mode, select this top ball of the bone, press G and then Z, and then move it a little down. I'm gonna name this bone as the eye bone. Okay, so I'm gonna go, while this is, go to object mode, keep this armature selected, and then go back to armature. I'm gonna go back to edit mode, select this, and then add single bone to that same armature. I want both the bones in the same armature. So I'm gonna click G and Z one more time and move it down. This time I'm gonna leave it a little bigger, like maybe that much. This time I'm gonna change the name of this bone as bone target. Okay, so now we need to add some modifiers. So we go to object mode and then select the object, and in this wrench kind of tab, modifier properties, add a modifier which is called UV warp. So if this is gonna look like this. So from will be from armature and bone will be the bone target to armature. Hold on. One thing I didn't tell you, we have to click on the eyes to add the modifier. So first we click on the eyes and then add the modifier. I'm sorry about that. So we click UV warp and then from armature and bone target to armature, bone, eye bone. So I know this was doing weird things, but this is that means it is kind of working. I like to think so. Now if I click G, if I go to pose mode, sorry, and I click G, now I can move the eyeball. Now if you can see, I'm moving it down and the eyeballs are going up. That is because my bone is kind of inverted. So I'm gonna go back to object mode, select the bone and rotate it in x-axis all the way down. Rotate it on x-axis 180. Press enter. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now let's go to pose mode and then let's try to move it up. It's going up. Move it down. It's going down. Left, right, there. Okay. So now we want to animate it. So what we do is, right now I'm gonna press I. I'm gonna select whole character selected bones only. Then I'm gonna go and press 10th frame, and I'm gonna move this to maybe here, and then click I, selected bones only. Then go to 20 and press G again, and maybe here, and then press I, selected bones only. Then I'm gonna go to 30, press G, maybe here, and I'm gonna press I, selected bones only. I'm going to go to 40, press G, maybe here, press I, selected bones only, press G, here, press I, selected bones only, G, here maybe, press G, here, I, selected bones, press G, here, press I, selected bones, press G, here, press I, selected bones. Okay, then I'm gonna do Alt G. So it's gonna bring my armature back to its position and the eyeballs as well. So let's see how it looks. Okay, let's go back there. Okay, I'm gonna loop it at 60. It looks pretty good. So for my next video, I'm gonna add some more modifiers in this armature and make a mouth and maybe eyelids. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching.